Right. Sorry about that. Had to clean up the thread a little bit here on the end of this. Sometimes when they sit down there, the oil pump, when this is tightened in, the nut, this gets a little rusted. So when I went to put the new bolt on and everything, it wouldn't sit on there properly and catch. So clean that up, and now she spins on there freely, so you can see. So now that we got all the other pieces disassembled, bam. All right. So like I said, put that washer on. Make sure you put that, seat that in there. Take your new spring, hook it around that tang there, your washer there. Take your tang, hook it into where it's supposed to go. Now a little play with your fingers here. Just give me a sec. Adjust it. Make sure that washer stays there. Hook it in. Turn it around. Again, it's going to be finicky. Boom. Now, what you want to do is, you see that tang there, you want to sit it behind. You want to try and hold it. Now, you might have to play with the spring a little bit. Once you get it in, set your washer on. Get your nut started. Once you get your nut started, you can play with it a little bit. Make sure everything's in together, make sure everything's in right. I just felt, see, you can see down in there. Take your tool or whatever, make sure that that collar is inside of that washer there. It seats it nicely. Okay, tighten it in a little bit. Now, a lot of people will wonder, do you got to put Loctite or anything, stuff like that. That's what that lock nut's for, or sorry, that washer's for. Okay, play with it a bit more. Make sure it's seated in right. Right. Tighten it in some more. Right. Alright, see how it has spring action? Boom. Now you're starting to get it in. Make sure, play with it the whole time and just go slow. Might not go in perfect the first time. Make sure, take your time. Make sure the washer and the spring and everything seats in right. Slowly tighten it. Some more. Right. So now, once it's seated on there, I'm going to tighten it and everything up in a sec. Make sure it's all good. Tighten that, push that up. Make sure your spring's up like that, tight against. See how that top lip, how the collar sits down there? When everything seats up, you don't want that. You don't want to see the collar protruding anywhere out of there. You want it tucked in inside of the spring. You know, have a nice snap. If it gets stuck halfway, something's wrong. Don't fuck with that and twist it other way. You have to find the right position again to sit that, basically where the tang sits on. You have to find the right way to give it the spring. And that's it. And then tighten it all up. Don't strip it. Fuck with it. Don't over tighten it. Give it a nice snug tight when you feel, you know, got it tight again. There's torque specs and everything for these, so I'm going to torque it after to the thing. Right torque, you have to get it in the book. Okay, everything's good. Okay, now what you can see is, hopefully you can see that line there. You see the tang mark there, the tang mark there. On idle, you're gonna put your cord into here. I'll do this all later. I'll show it in another video, how to basically set up your oil pump properly. You're gonna line that up with that on your idle. So when your throttle's sitting there, not touched, it's sitting there dead on with that. Full throttle, you want it to be dead on with that second tang. If it's below that, well, you're not giving it enough oil, and if it's above that, you're giving it more oil. These old 2-stroke motors, they're not like the new ones with the high electronics, so you know, you have to be kind of maintenance it and make sure, because cables wear, and being able to check this and go through the adjustment is, it's important. Making sure everything's good. So, all right, so after that we're going to put new lines on and everything. You guys can do that. Make sure you know where each line goes to when you take it off. Just leave the lines on the actual pump. Don't try and take them off on the sled or anything like that. And then take a picture like I said, and cut ones the exact same size, place them one at a time, and you'll be good to go. Make sure you put a new oil filter on, and I'll show, we're gonna do a video once we put this back on the actual sled's lower end. We just sealed the case up. I'll show you how to line this up correctly with the actual oil delivery shaft that goes into the motor, and seat everything in properly. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. Email us or just post on our ad on the video, and we'll try to get back to you as soon as we can. All right.